Welcome to S Class, the highest tier in podcasting. Today I'm sitting with the future YouTube overlord. It's Robert.
I feel like that's way too high of praise for somebody with what? What do we have? 70 subscribers? I think that might be a little bit high of praise.
Well, we're going to reach 100 by the end of the year, hopefully, so maybe you'll be overlord by then.
What is your name? If I'm the overlord, then what are you?
I am the emperor of the algorithm. I'm your host, Justin.
I was gonna say Emperor, actually, yeah. Emperor good.
I think that's an ethnic thing for you.
No.
Never.
I was just gonna say I feel like you're the leader of us, and Emperor is a very strong title that is deserving of your hard work.
Why, thank you.
These past 6 months on YouTube, you've earned that title.
Well, Rob, we're officially 6 months on our journey. How's it feel?
I feel good. I mean, I think you set loftier goals and loftier resolutions than I did. So I feel pretty good about what goals I set.
You've been kicking ass, honestly. You've been carrying the ship, and I'm glad you feel good about what you've accomplished so far.
Yeah, but you've been catching up. You're like in the anime opening where you're running after the train, and now
I'm like,
you're finally going to catch it.
I'm Deku before he gets the all for one,
There you go.
one for all.
Whatever works for
Still,
you. You're
still
getting there,
not
though.
there yet. Yeah. So today we're talking about our journey so far, what our expectations were, successes, struggles, and we're going to look at some of our resolutions from episode 1 of the podcast and see how we're doing so far.
So what are we starting with?
Let's start with overall how it's been going, and I guess maybe let's start with successes. That's a good place to start. Do you want to kick us off, Rob? Like in terms of your personal successes or channel successes, what do you think?
I mean, I'd say still my favorite video that I've made is my top 5 Italians. That one was just like a lot of fun to make.
I think that's your best video, like without a doubt.
And I think it's the funniest, and I think it's the most me so far.
I think for me, I think it's your best video, like objectively. But I also think that as someone who's known you for over 20 years, like I've watched it multiple times purely out of enjoyment because it makes me laugh and it reminds me of
Yeah,
what shitty of a person you are as an Italian person. And I love it. Definitely your best.
I take that as a compliment.
Anything else that you can think of that really makes you feel good about yourself in terms of
I
what you've done so far?
It wasn't a lot of work, obviously, but I also enjoy doing my manga haul video,
Mm-hmm.
and I think I'm gonna try to do one of those every maybe 6 months because that one was a lot of fun to make, and saving all the packages and kind of forgetting what I had and going through them and like kind of being like equally as surprised as whoever is watching was fun. So I think I'm gonna do some more of those for sure.
Low key, I think that's also like in your top two, top three videos as well. Because I think you shine best when you're yourself, and for that was unscripted, right? That was literally just
Yeah,
off of the
100% unscripted.
you use the audio from the video, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
think
just
I think you were
went with
great
it.
because I also recently did a manga haul video, which you've seen now, and I um, listeners will you guys will see this soon as well, but I originally tried to do what you did, and I just kept getting stuck on my words, and like I was like, what am I trying to get across here? And I had to end up re-scripting it and voiceovering it because that's just how I process things as of right now.
Yeah. No, I just kind of went off the cuff, whatever my reactions were, and I thought natural would be the best way to handle that one. And it was fun.
Yeah, no, that's a really great video. Do you know how many videos you have out so far, personally?
Um, I guess maybe 7 or 8,
I think you have nine
maybe.
or 10. I
Okay.
think if even if they're not released, you have 9 or 10. And I think is that a good number for you for the six
I feel
months?
pretty good about that.
Yeah, I mean,
I,
for a
I
while,
mean,
you literally had like a 6-to-1 ratio on me.
I might still.
I have 3 now, so I'm still have a long way to go to catch up.
You'll get there, kid.
Yeah, one day.
All right, I just counted. I have 10.
10. I think that's great.
That's not bad. 10 in 6 months. I'll take that.
Yeah, and I think we're gonna get better, which is like the learning experience because right now that's like a 2-to-1, 2 videos per month ratio, and I think as we kind of like learn the editing and learn how to write the scripts, it's gonna come out faster.
Yeah, and I think another thing, especially for other people that are trying to start YouTube, that we did well was that we had content planned before actually getting the channel going.
Yeah.
We had backups, we had things, because you want to stay on schedule to get in that groove, and we did that from the start, and we stuck to that. And even if we felt like we needed to miss like making a video, we had backups ready.
I think that is both a strength and a weakness. It's a strength in the sense that we're never too scared of falling behind schedule, but it's also like a comfort, for me,
Yeah,
I
no,
think
that's
I
true.
strive under pressure, and for me, I'm like we're always 4 or 5 weeks ahead of time. But with us increasing our release schedule, adding in the podcast every other Tuesday instead of during our main release schedule, and wait to produce more, I think it's good to force us to create more.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that, but it is good to start with
Yeah,
a nice plan and a nice outline and have some things ready.
yeah, absolutely. In terms of successes for me, I think while I haven't created a lot of things, I think I've learned a lot about editing, audio editing, video editing, and graphic design. Like that I wasn't expecting. It wasn't like my goal to learn these things. You just are forced to pick it up. And
Yeah.
when you set yourself to like a certain standard, you just watch other YouTubers. You're like, how the hell do I do that? And you'll spend all night, and you're like, I got it. And then it becomes like a life skill that you can use forever after that.
Oh yeah, it's useful to know, and I mean, you especially have gotten the hang of the graphic design. I don't have the mind for it, and it sucks. But that's also a good part about being a team with this.
Yeah, I mean, you've been our social media guy, and I've been the graphic design and audio editing for the most part. And I mean, it makes our lives easier. Do good at what you're good at.
It's so nice to have somebody to rely on.
I never thought it'd be you.
That's what friendship is.
And I guess the other thing I'm pretty proud of is I'm pretty proud of the slam dunk video. I think that's
Oh, it's
our best
phenomenal.
video on our channel. And if we had like more, I think one of my friends told me, he's like, if you guys that like I could see that coming out from someone who had like 100,000 subscribers. I know he might be saying that because he's my friend, but if I don't know, someone we know, some Anituber came out with that video, it doesn't feel like a budget video. So I'm pretty proud of how that one came out.
No, even as somebody that hates you, I thought that was a phenomenal video.
um, so yeah, those are our successes, small but mighty. The struggles now. I think I have more than you, but you want to start?
I would say is that sometimes you just don't understand why a video does well.
Yeah,
Or a video does poorly. Like you'll work really hard on a video and it just doesn't do that great. And then I have my Nagatoro video, which I made in like a day,
right.
and it gets hundreds of views. And
Meme
I'm like,
value.
but that didn't really have that much effort put into it. And then something that I spend days upon days upon days on, no, not the same.
Do you have something that's out in mind, or are you thinking specifically your Cromartie baseball one? That's
It's the
coming out?
Cromartie baseball one. I know it's not going to do as well as Nagatoro, and I spent so much time on that one.
Yeah, that one was and you had to like watch things in Japanese and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, yeah. I had to search things in Japanese, put things into like Google Translate so that I could search it on YouTube in Japanese because all my English searches were coming up with nothing. So then I had to like search for those clips of baseball in the 80s in Japan in Japanese. So I had to search like American names in Japanese with Japanese characters so I could actually get the clips.
What's your best? Oh, and your best freaking video is the 9 dragons, and that video has maybe like 9 images in it with you just voiceovering, which is fine, but the level of effort was far below pretty much everything
Right,
else you've
yeah,
created.
because that's when the manga
First
first
chapter.
started in February, and that's when that might have been the second video I made.
Right,
And there's no anime, so I had to just pull manga pages,
right, and it was
which
it
was
was it was an improv
nothing.
video too, right?
Yeah, yeah. I pulled that whole thing together, wrote the script, and got the video done in like 2 days.
And it's our second or third most viewed video out of our
Yeah.
30 videos on the channel. Oh, and speaking of this, remember how much work we put into those slam dunk
Oh
tournament
my
videos?
god!
Those drove me. I was like sleepless some nights thinking about how to edit those.
I know. I just writing those scripts. I just sat there like, what even to do at this point? How do I make this different? How do I make this funny? And then just not worth it.
it was worth it for us personally, but
It was
that
fun.
even if we become like a million subscriber channel, those will never reach over 20,000. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Like the quality's okay, it's not bad, but it's just not that kind of video.
no, and we put so much work into them.
Yeah,
That was
those
like a month of our life that we devoted into those.
oh my god. Those videos make me sweat remembering trying to voice act for those.
You were so bad at voice acting.
Watching so many like Craig Sager and Mike Breen videos trying to become a basketball announcer is that was
You
a
just can't.
struggle.
You have no excitement in your voice. It was impossible for you to like call something and pretend that like you just witnessed the greatest play in the history of basketball.
I'm also trying to imagine 2D anime figures slam slam dunk and shoot 3-pointers that mean something.
So it didn't work.
Yeah, it was a good idea and it was fun. But
It was fun.
it's like you said, that's definitely one of our biggest struggles. Anything else that you've been struggling with or have been learning as you've gone through this?
I wouldn't say struggling. I mean, the biggest struggle is figuring out how to crack that code of what's going to hit and what won't. But ultimately, I think what's important is to make things you're going to enjoy making and things
Yeah.
that you're proud of.
Yeah, I think part of that is also we know that we're small YouTubers right now and it'll come over time, but you also kind of want to push some of your content on the back burner even if you feel passionate about it because it's just not going to reach somebody. Like
Yeah.
like it's worth if it's good content, it might be worth saving for later. So I have a whole bunch of ideas that I'm like, maybe I should talk about Jujutsu Kaisen or Chainsaw Man now because those are hot, even if I'm not really excited to write it or talk about it.
You see, One Piece is always going to be hot, so I'm saving those videos for a rainy day.
It's a saturated field as well.
Yeah, that's true. You got to try to find something new within those fields, which is, once again, part of cracking the code of YouTube.
Yeah. I have three things personally, and I think you can probably relate to them as well, that have been difficult the last few months. The first thing is getting over the anxiety of hearing my own voice and recording. Like, that's probably one of the biggest things, which is why I haven't released so much and I'm getting more comfortable. I don't know if you have any thoughts on that.
You see, I spent 4 years in college doing radio. So, like, hearing my own voice doesn't bother me, but I still absolutely hate recording. And it's nothing about, like, hearing my own voice. It's just the part that I enjoy doing the least of this is recording.
Interesting.
I can
Okay.
write the script. I enjoy doing the editing. I hate recording.
Interesting. And even when you're like re-listening to it and you hear your own voice, that doesn't bother you. It's
No,
just
I just despise doing the process of recording.
interesting. Um, I guess I can understand that. I think it's part of it's like you want to say it with the right intonation and you want to get that feeling that you have written down across and you keep recording the same sentence or two over again.
Yeah.
I get that. The other two things are getting your scripts to the point where you just got to kick them out the door because you can keep iterating until they're perfect, and you only get it from 95 to 100%. Which I have
Or
like,
for us, it's like from 70 to 72.
yeah, you're just trying to find like, why am I talking about this again? I've been writing this for a week. Why? What's the point of this? Like, why don't they just read a Wikipedia article? I try to come up with something poignant in each of my videos and I have like 20 half-written scripts right now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, my Google Docs is just filled with, like, scripts. And a lot of them are finished, and it's just like, I don't want to record this because I hate recording.
Back to point number one.
Yeah.
And the third thing I had was fucking copyright.
Ugh, that's... we shouldn't talk too much about that, because that in itself will get us copyright struck, but it's frustrating to get past that. Yes, I agree, and let's leave it at that.
Yeah, that's it. One more thing I wrote down was comparing yourself to other YouTubers and Anitubers. Because, like, I like to watch anime YouTube, which is why we're even doing this in the first place. And then sometimes you're like, fuck, that's a good video. And then you're like,
Yeah.
And then you try not to steal the idea. And you also try not to beat yourself up too much because they're big and you're small. But we're just starting out, so you shouldn't think like that. Just create good content for yourself.
That's all it is. I don't personally look at it that way. Like, if I see, like, a good video, I'll be like, okay, you know what? I'll get there at some point. I just need to keep learning.
I'm trying to turn into this mode of gratitude where I'm just like, wow, that's a good video. And I'm glad I watched that and I enjoyed it and I can learn from it. But I'm still not 100% there yet.
Your problem is that you want everything like right away.
Yeah.
What was your? You know what? Let's talk about this now. What was your subscriber goal for year one?
It might have been a little bit high. I think
It
we
was
can still.
ridiculous.
I think we can still reach it. It might have been 10,000.
I had a goal of 100, which I thought was a very good goal. We're working, we're learning, we're trying to grow, and right now we're at 70.
73.
I think we're gonna reach.
I think
We're gonna reach 100.
You're at 7. We're at 73% of your goal. We are at 0.73% of my goal.
Very different goals.
I'm gonna try to reach 2% of my goal this year.
All right, I'd like to see you do it.
Anything else in terms of successes and struggles, Rob?
No, I think we pretty much covered everything. You know, there's a lot of videos I'm happy with. Some videos I don't understand why other people are happy with, and cracking the algorithm is a pain in the ass. But other than that, I've mostly been enjoying it.
Okay, good. Okay, so we're going to move into segment number 2, and we're going to be playing a little game called Remember That Resolution.
The answer is no.
Rob, we have quite a few resolutions. I will not make you try to guess mine because that's silly. But we'll start off with our co-resolutions. Me and you had 2 resolutions that we were going to do together. Do you remember what they were?
I don't remember either.
You don't remember at all. They were both anime.
No.
They both had to do with our friend John.
Oh, okay. Welcome to the NHK, right?
Okay.
We have to watch.
Yep. What percent are you at on NHK?
I'm at 0%.
I am also at 0%.
And the other one was we're gonna watch Akira, right?
Correct. Which we are
Okay.
also at 0%.
Okay. Okay, so I do remember.
Yeah, we can both get those done.
The hint was very helpful.
I want to see how far before I gave you the hints. Okay, now we're going to jump into your resolution segment. Let's start with anime. Do you remember how many goals you had?
No. I know at least one of them was to enjoy Laid Back Camp, which
Correct.
of course I did.
Yep.
I know one of my manga one was Slam Dunk,
Correct.
but I ended up watching the anime of Slam Dunk before switching to the manga, which I also enjoyed immensely.
Okay. Anime-wise, you had 1.5 more. So one of them was if Haikyuu comes out with a new season, you'd watch it. Did they come out with a new season?
They have not yet.
Okay, so that's struck in from your list right now. So you have one more for, it's a Netflix show.
Ryukuma?
Ryukuma.
That hasn't come out yet either.
Oh, okay, so you're in the clear.
But I did make a video on Ryukuma, which
You should go
I very
check
much
out.
enjoyed making.
Link on the screen somewhere.
Is it? Oh, awesome. The
The
wonders of YouTube.
wonders of me being the editor. Okay, manga-wise, you had 5.
Slam Dunk, right?
Yep. Oh, I'm sorry,
Which
4.
Slam Dunk, which I'm done with.
Yep.
Was one of them One Punch Man?
One of them was
Catching
One
up.
Punch Man.
I did catch up with One Punch Man.
I also
I know-
caught up. It was very good.
Yeah. I know you gave me Bleach
Uh-huh.
to read, right? Is that one of them?
That is one of them.
What's the 4th?
What are you at with Bleach?
I am at, what, it's 700 chapters, right?
Correct.
So what is 3 out of 700?
Not less than 1%, like less than 0.5%.
Okay, so that's what I'm at.
Okay. How's your first 3 chapters of Bleach been? Is it boring?
It was fine.
Okay.
Nothing special. It was fine.
Clearly not motivated enough to keep going with it yet.
Not yet.
Okay. Yeah, you just got to get the momentum. It's fine.
Yeah.
You should watch like a little bit of the anime just to like get the voices and the music. The music's really great.
For Bleach, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's just the pacing was better. Everything else about it is excellent.
Yeah.
You got Bakuman. Oh, did you get Bakuman?
Oh, yeah, I finished Bakuman.
Yeah.
I loved Bakuman. Bakuman was awesome.
All right, I'm gonna switch. I was gonna keep going with yours. I'm gonna switch to my goals really quick because I gave you Bakuman as a resolution to complete. You remember what you fucking gave me?
Squid Girl.
Fucking Squid Girl. And in the resolutions before you gave me Squid Girl, you're like, I'll give you any slice of life of your choice. Maybe you could watch or read Spy Family, or maybe you could watch Sakamoto Days. Like those are good. And then I ended up reading both of those, and they're both
And they're
excellent.
fantastic.
And then instead you're like, no, you have to watch Squid Girl. Could have ended it there. Could have finished that resolution. And I am on Squid Girl. I was marathoning it. I got 5 episodes, and then I stopped.
You gotta be squidding me. I think you are crazy for what you're saying to me right now.
I think you're an asshole for giving that to me as a resolution. Well, okay.
I can't believe you hate it that much.
I'll come back to it. We'll come back to it. All right. You're good on your manga resolutions. Video game resolutions. You have 3.
I don't remember having any. I remember just being angry in January about there being no good games that I wanted.
Well, you're pretty angry in your resolutions as well. They're quite funny. Number 1 was play less Switch.
I've definitely done that.
Okay. You know what? If we're 6 months in and you didn't do that, you couldn't actually accomplish this resolution anymore.
Why not?
Because if you played more Switch, and you're already 6 months in, you can't play less. If you've
I
already
can compensate for the second half of the year,
I guess,
to be less than I did in 2020.
That's fair. Okay. But overall, less Switch.
I'm definitely accomplishing that goal, though. We can move on from that.
The next one was a GameCube game. Do you remember?
Was I going back to Wind Waker?
No.
Then I don't remember.
It was Pokemon Coliseum.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that when I'm moving in a few weeks, and I'm gonna be setting the GameCube up at the new apartment because I'm gonna have much more space. So I'm psyched for that.
Are you still got the fire for that?
Yeah, I've been excited to hook my GameCube up actually, so I'm definitely jumping into that.
Okay. And then the last one is a very funny one, and if the hint I will give you is Upstate Cabin.
Oh dear God, it's Mario Party, isn't it?
What was the goal?
Was it to never play Mario Party again?
Never play Mario Party with us again? Which you have successfully done so far.
I have also been successful on that one.
When is the Mario Party that they announced on
October.
E3 coming out?
It's coming out in October.
I'll make sure that you don't accomplish this goal when you buy it.
We're probably going to play it. And if you guys destroy me again, I will have a meltdown, and S-Class might die.
We'll do it in your house. That way you have nowhere to run.
Oh my God, please don't.
You have 2 more goals that have to do with collecting things. You have a
you
have a question mark on your face. You're like, what?
So it's manga and probably a figure.
Yep.
What was the manga goal? Because I probably already beat that.
100 more volumes, potentially a brand new series, which you have done.
I've done that. I don't think I'm at 100 though. I'm probably at 50, 60. Unless we count omnibuses as 3.
I count omnibuses as 3.
Then I might be over 100 because I got the Yu-Gi-Oh omnibuses.
That's 30, and then you got Bakuman, which is another 20 something. That's 50. I think you're close.
I might be close, yeah. And by the end of the year, I'll probably get over 100 with all my monthly Shonen Jumps that come out, like my Dr. Stone, Haikyuu, Demon Slayer. Although those are almost done.
I'll get there. I'll give you another series to work on. And then, do you remember what the figurine was? You accomplished this already.
Was it Get My Carrot figure?
Yeah. You had it marked on your calendar.
Yes, I have my carrot figure. It's in the closet right now, but it will be up once I move.
You told me that it was not as cute as you were hoping.
It was just too big. Because I also have a Zoro figure, and she's double the size of the Zoro, and it just looks weird.
And your Zoro's not like a baby figurine; it's like a normal sized. Yeah.
I just don't know why they made Carrot so big.
I feel like you're ashamed. You won't show it to me whenever I go to your house.
Like, no, I am ashamed of it. It's huge.
You're like, it's at my mom's house. No. Don't worry about it.
It makes me a little uncomfortable how big it is.
I've never heard that before.
What were your goals, Justin?
You had one more goal or 2 more goals, but one of them was the Hamilton video, which you're working on. You have the script ready.
Yes, that I just need to record.
100 subs. And the last one that I was talking about was get better at art without Justin tutoring you.
Would you say my art has gotten better based on our drawing videos?
Sometimes you surprise me. Like your King K. Rool was very good. I thought like you captured all the details, but then sometimes you come out with stuff that I'm just like, what the hell, man? Like that Paracarry. It was just like something of nightmares.
I'm getting there.
You're hit and miss sometimes. I would not say you're consistently better, but sometimes you perform.
I've beaten you in art competition, so I'd say I've reached that resolution.
I would say that you cheated in the ones that you beat me in, but that's okay.
Well, yes.
You win some, you lose some.
That's all you could say.
Okay. My goals. Do you want to guess any of my goals, or should I just give them to you?
Squid Girl, I know, was a big one.
Yep. So I'm 5 for 24. Did not know that was a 24 episode anime.
Actually, there's a season 2.
24. It's 12 and 12.
Oh, but there's also like there's also like 6 bonus episodes.
That's not part of my goal. That's gonna
Well,
be like a Patreon goal. Watch my
then
face
you're not gonna reach your goals.
as I shit. Fuck. You gave me my other anime goal actually.
Which one was it?
It is one of your favorite series.
Like, legitimately?
Yeah, it is.
Was it Polar Bear Cafe?
No. It was Haikyuu.
Oh, Haikyuu, yeah. I think once you get past the first few episodes, you'll enjoy Haikyuu.
Yeah. I still haven't started since 4 years ago, but I will watch it.
Yeah.
I have 4 manga goals. I am 1.5 through them. Do you remember any of them?
Which one are you done with?
I finished Pluto,
Okay.
which is the Naoki Urasawa one, the guy who wrote Monster. That one's very good. Honestly, I read it last month, and it's only 8 volumes, only like 60 chapters, and it's beautifully written, beautifully drawn. I'd recommend it to anyone. Do you remember the other ones? You gave me one of these as well.
You said Spy Family, right?
Spy Family was not one of them.
No, it wasn't. Sakamoto Days?
No, those are your slice of life recommendations before it became Squid Girl.
Okay, right. I don't remember then.
This is Demon Slayer.
Oh, okay.
I have become so unmotivated to read Demon Slayer after watching the Mugen Train with you. I'm just like, it's not going to be bad, but it's going to be fine.
It's very simple.
Yeah.
It does exactly what it does, and it does it well, but it's nothing you haven't really seen before.
Yeah, that's why I'm sort of like, I'll get there. I'm just not feeling it yet. Jujutsu Kaisen was on there. I said I'd start that because I'm making a video about Jujutsu Kaisen, which is a little bit overdue. So once that video's done,
You've been working on the Jujutsu Kaisen video for, I think, before we even started the channel.
Probably 7 months. I've
Yeah.
had the script is like 85% done. I just need to like clean it up, but I haven't wanted to record.
That's all it is.
That's honestly the beast of it. But that one's coming out. I think I have it scheduled for the next month that we'll have that one out.
We'll see.
We'll see. And then the last one on here was Great Teacher Onizuka, which I've read about 100 chapters of, and it's really good, very unique, but it has these like story arcs that you're really into it while you're reading a story arc, and then it comes to an end, and then there's no long-term like series goal, so you're not necessarily motivated to keep going with it.
What is the genre of this?
This is a seinen. It's like kind of like dirty comedy, like adult humor, and like a lot of boobs and like gross things, and like a lot of perverted old teachers and stuff like that.
Is this older or ongoing?
This is old. It's all completed.
Okay.
I'm excited to keep reading it, but I finished one arc and I was like, okay, I need a break because there's also a lot of text in it. So I was like, I don't feel like reading this right now.
Yeah, bit of a slog.
Yeah, but it's been really great so far. So I'm excited to finish this one. Game wise, I had 3 goals. Do you remember any?
Have you reached any of them?
No, I've made no progress with any of them.
Was one of them to beat me at some point in Smash Bros? Because I know you haven't beaten that goal yet.
I have not set that as a goal.
Yeah, I was smart of you.
I wanted something more realistic, like 10,000 subs.
That honestly might be more realistic than you beating me in a Smash Bros. Match.
I need to dedicate real time to actually do that. No, my goals were beat Final Fantasy VII, which I have not played much of since we started this podcast. And then the other one was play Breath of the Wild, which I need to borrow from you still.
Uh-huh.
And then the third one was do a Pokemon Nuzlocke, which I'm still deciding which game to Nuzlocke. Maybe you can help me do that today.
That could be fun. I think could be fun if we both do it.
That could be fun, actually.
Yeah, and like chronicle the journey somehow.
Do you know? It's different because I haven't played since Hoenn. I want to set two restrictions on myself. Number one would be Nuzlocke. Number two would be I'm not allowed to look at any guidebooks or like Smogon and like look at Pokemon stats. I just got to play the game as if I was
And
like a
hope for the
real
best.
Pokemon trainer.
Yeah.
And be like, this guy's not working. Why? Let me switch him out.
Or they might die also.
Or they might die. That's why I was like, Alola seems like fun. But I don't have a 3DS.
Alola's not good for a Nuzlocke anyway.
What game?
It's too slow of a game.
What game do you think is like the most fun in recent years that'd be worth playing?
I think maybe Black and White could be fun because then you're getting Pokemon that you will not know of because it's only the Gen 5 Pokemon. So it'll be all fresh for you.
You don't like Sword and Shield, right?
No.
Because
that
would be
pretty
an
atrocious.
easy entry point for me because it's on the Switch.
They also aren't really Nuzlockable because the Pokemon appear in the overworld for the most part.
What do you mean by overworld?
Like you can see the for the most part, there's no random encounters.
Oh,
I mean, there are still some, but not really.
Okay, is that a good thing or a bad thing that they appear in the overworld?
No, it's a good thing, but for Nuzlocke, you need the random encounters.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
When is Pokemon Diamond and Pearl coming out on the Switch?
November, the remake.
Should we do that?
We could do that. That could be fun, yeah.
Because I haven't played those, technically.
That's going to be a straight remake, so there's going to be no overworld encounters. That could be fun.
Okay. And that's on the Switch, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because I have a DS. I don't have a 3DS.
Okay.
What's Black and White on?
DS.
Okay.
I think that could be fun, though. Let's do the Switch one.
Okay. Yeah, so maybe in November.
Of Diamond Pearl. Okay.
Yeah.
We got to plan
I'm down.
that.
Okay, so we'll add that to our goals list. What is that? Diamond, Pearl, Nuzlocke.
All right. That'll be fun. What were your other goals? Did you have any like collecting goals or?
I didn't because I was kind of going through this phase of minimalism. Like I don't want to collect more stuff, and then last week I bought $600 worth of manga, so fucking throwing that out the window.
If we ever like enjoy success with our YouTube channel, we're gonna have a sick like manga office.
Dude, I want like a fucking spinning library, a secret room, like. Oh my god, I would love that.
That'd be pretty cool.
That just about covered all of my goals. I had like some kind of non-concrete goals of like animate more, draw more, which I also haven't been doing that much of either.
Yeah.
But is there anything that you'd want to add for yourself or for me based on everything we went through?
For you, I'm giving you my new favorite slice of life rom-com of all time.
What?
Komi Can't Communicate.
I've heard of this.
So good.
It's about a girl with social anxiety, right?
It is so good.
Manga or anime?
The anime is coming out in October, actually.
So start with the manga?
But yeah, you can start with the manga.
Okay.
That's the one I'm giving you, and that's not me being a jackass like with Squid Girl. It is so good.
The funny thing is you didn't think you were being a jackass with Squid Girl. You're like, the best thing about the Squid Girl anime is that when I started watching, I thought it was going to be cute and charming, which it was for one episode. Then I was like, this is going to be a long 12 episodes. Then it became 24. Then I went on your Mal.
Now it's 30.
Now it's 30. Then I went on your Mal to be like, this guy's such a fucking asshole. He's trolling me. And you gave it a 9. And I was like, you're kidding me. I was really in disbelief.
I think Squid Girl was just one of those anime that came around at a good time in my life, like when I needed it.
You were like in a dark place and you saw the cuteness of Squid Girl and it made you happy.
I needed Squid Girl at that time.
Oh,
and I just appreciated it.
Well,
so that's what I'm giving you. I'm giving you Komi.
Okay, Komi's good. I Let me see. What can I give you? You want something heavy or you want something light? Or not heavy. You want
No,
something battle oriented, like shonen-y, or do
I
you
already
want?
got Bleach that I have to get done, so give me something light.
Um. Okay, I got. Give me 1 second. Let me think about this.
I'm curious. I'm very curious what you're gonna give me here.
Okay, I have a 3 season long anime that I think you will. I'm giving you two choices. There's one that is a 3 season long anime that, in my opinion, is at least an A to S tier anime. That's
Okay.
how much I love it. It is called Chihaya Furu. It is a sports romance. It's a love triangle, and these three guys, this girl and these two guys, they both like her, and they all play this card game called Karuta, and they compete in it, and they're all trying to become the best in it, but also trying to get the girl.
How do I spell it? Oh, I found it.
Yeah, it's
Chihaya
all
Furu.
it's all on Crunchyroll. The first season is a tiny bit slow, but it's still good. The third season was honestly like S plus tier.
Oh my
Like it did
god.
such a good job of building up the first 2 seasons. Third season was out of this world.
Okay.
So that is a big commitment. So I'm not going to throw that on you. The other one that I think you will also like, but it's like a B minus in my opinion, is called Watakoi.
I feel like
I
I've
think
heard of that.
I've recommended it to you before. It's only 12 episodes. It is about these two nerds that work in corporate Japan, and they're both salary people. Um, and they start dating. So it's like dating for nerds. I think you could
Is this it?
honestly,
Watakoi Love is Hard for Otaku?
that is it. I think that is also up your alley. I think you could honestly watch it with Cass. It's kind of cute.
Okay. All right.
So which one you want?
Give. Hmm. I will tell you at our resolution video in December. I will look over both and I will decide which one I will do.
Okay, if you go with Watakoi, it's like light. Do one episode a week or one episode a night, and you'll get through it in 2 weeks. The Chihaya Furu, the first 5 episodes are still good, just a little bit slower to build up the pace.
Uh huh. Okay. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna weigh my options, look over both, and I'll let you
Okay,
know where we land.
okay. Yeah, let me know what you think.
Okay. So I have one of those. You have Comey. Is there anything you're adding for yourself?
Let's see. You know what? I've honestly been reading a lot more, just nothing in our and watching more, just nothing in my resolution. So
Oh, me as well. Yeah.
yeah, I'm fine. I guess you want to talk about that briefly. Like, what have you been looking at outside of the 6 months? During the 6 months, what else have you been doing outside of our resolutions?
So Comey was my recent like run through that I enjoyed immensely. I've picked up a few of the new series in Shonen Jump, like Blue Box. I've fallen
I
in love with. I
love
think it's
Blue
phenomenal.
Box. Blue Box is amazing.
Actually, other than Blue Box, I haven't really enjoyed too much of Shonen Jump of their new stuff.
Dude, they came out with this one called Chojin, something that was not fun. And I haven't read like the Little Red Riding Hood one. I was
No,
like,
I haven't
I,
jumped into
I
that
need a
yet either.
break. Oh, you know what's really good? Kaiju number 8 is quite good.
I've heard very good things about it. I haven't read it yet though.
I don't think you'll like it as much as Sakamoto Days or Spy Family, but it's pretty solid. I
Hmm.
enjoy it.
I just wish Spy Family came out more often
I like the little surprise like every couple weeks.
because I always forget like that it's coming out. That's true. I always forget, and then when it does come out, I'm excited.
I could read Spy Family endlessly. Like I just got volume 5. It's the only one I have, and I just read like a random chapter, and it just made me laugh. And Anna was like, "What are you laughing about?" I was explaining the joke. She's like, "That's so dumb."
I'm
I was
laughing at
like,
the cuteness. Okay.
I was like, "Get the hell out of here." Uh, any anime that you've been watching?
No, I've been I'd say this whole year I've been big on reading.
Mm-hmm.
It's just easier, and like while I'm at work, I can just read manga on my computer, and nobody knows. Like when I have downtime,
Right.
it's just easier.
Yeah, the summer finally
Yeah.
to get some anime in there.
I mean, I've seasonal. I watched Nagatoro, and that was an experience. And I watched
did it
Late
did it make you
Bat
feel
Camp.
things?
Nagatoro is 100% getting canceled. Like,
Really?
yeah, it seems to have not like done as well as people had hoped, which is kind of a
Real?
bummer.
I don't believe that. Just because it's got such a cult following or
I,
a following in general. I
I think
thought.
it's just a bunch of freaks like me that really enjoyed it, and we're a vocal
I thought
minority.
I thought that was our entire culture of anime people.
I guess not as degenerate as we need it to be.
Huh. Okay.
So, other than that, I don't think I've been watching much.
I started watching a couple old series to build up for some other videos. Like,
Uh huh.
you have you been writing any videos where you want to say something, but you're like, fuck, I got to plug that gap? Um, like for me, I'm writing my top 5 Chinese character
Oh,
video,
right.
and I'm like, shit, there's so few good Chinese characters that I'll find something. I was like, okay, I think I'll watch this series to see if this guy's a good Chinese character.
That's been my struggle with my top 5 Americans. Is that like I have to use All Might because there are no actual good Americans.
Spoiler for people who are gonna watch that video. He's more American than us.
Absolutely.
Uh,
But you do.
yeah,
You have to like go through some anime just to get like to like kind of like validate the video you're making.
right. Not just like look at another person's list and be like, okay, I'll just
Yeah,
phone these guys
exactly.
in. So yeah, that's what I've been watching. Darker Than Black for my Chinese video.
Uh huh.
And I've been reading Record of Ragnarok, which I've been recommending to all you guys, but no one wants to listen to me because that's what you
Isn't it
guys
on
do.
Netflix now?
The anime is really bad.
Oh,
It's like
okay.
hilariously bad because it had such a good opportunity there to make a lot of money.
Well, that's unfortunate.
I think that's it off the top of my head, and just the weekly or bi-weekly Spy Family and Sakamoto's.
Yeah. Other than that, any other goals for YouTube?
Yes, I think my biggest goal is to change my 10,000 sub goal. And it's not because I think it's unachievable. It's because I have limited control over it. Like I could make 100 great videos and I still might not hit 10,000 subs because I can't control if someone's going to subscribe.
Right.
So my goal is changing from 10,000 subs to completing 20 videos by the end of the year.
Okay. So it's something that's more in your control. I respect that. I like that.
Yep. How about you? Anything specific you want to come out with, or a number that you want to have?
I'd like to end the year at 20 videos as well. I think I'm on that pace right now, and I feel like that's an achievable number.
Yeah.
20 personal Rob only videos. I think I can do it.
Yeah, for me, I was like, I gotta play catch. My original goal was be better than Rob. So I was like, okay, so Rob has 10 out. Let me think of how many I can get reasonably, and then I changed it to like, what if I just do 3 a month, which is that would get me to 24 by the end of the year if I did 3 a month moving forward. So I was like, all right, let's do 20. Nice, solid.
I don't think that's yes. 20 is a good. Well, no, you would need 17 more videos in the next 5 months.
6 months, including this month.
That's that sounds like a lot.
It'll be fine.
I think you should set a more realistic goal of maybe 14.
Yeah, 20's fine.
All right.
Well, you know, the way I see it is I finished one video this month already. So then I have roughly 20 days, 18 days to push out 2 more this month. And if I can keep up with that pace, and I have a whole bunch of half-written scripts, I just gotta put my voice on it, pump it out. It'll be fine.
Good luck, Justin.
You believe I can finish it?
No, I don't.
Ye of little faith. I think. Do you have faith that you'll finish all of your goals this year?
I think I can get 100 subscribers. I think I can get 20 videos done.
All of your anime manga watching.
For the most part,
Beating-
yeah. I
Beating
think
Pokemon Coliseum.
all of my things are achievable. I didn't set goals that were unrealistic, I feel.
Me too.
Hard disagree, but prove me wrong.
I think the most unrealistic goal is that I'll be able to finish Demon Slayer.
No. The most unrealistic goal is you finishing Squid Girl.
Oh God, yeah, there you go. Yeah, I think that's good.
Because you were not.
No, I will finish Squid Girl. I will make a video about Squid Girl, and it'll be terrifying. Okay. Anything else, Rob?
Good luck, Justin. That's all I have to say. Good luck.
Thank you, Robert. Good luck to you. Happy 6 months. I feel like
oh my
we're
God,
dating.
it's so nice. Happy 6 months.
Happy 6 months. Let's keep this journey going.
Where are you taking me?
Where are you taking me? Shit.
Wait. Actually, I want everybody to know that Justin recently picked me up from the airport, which means he loves me. That is the key to meaning somebody is a friend that you love forever. Is
Is
picking them
it?
up at the airport. Absolutely.
I feel like that's like the obligation of like uncle that you don't really like. Is like, oh, fine, I'll get you.
So you consider me a nephew. Even that is amazing.
Yeah, you're that child that like kicked down the stairs when you were a kid, and I feel bad. Oh, like all right, I'll make it up to you.
You see, when you say that, all I hear is, I love you, Rob. And I
I'm
love you
ending
too,
this.
Justin.
I'm ending this podcast.
See you in
happy
6 months.
happy 6 months, Robert. I'll see you in 6 months. Um, Rob, you want to plug the socials?
S Class Rob on Twitter. It's a good time. We have fun.
And
Instagram is what? What is our Instagram?
sclass_YT on Instagram and Twitter. And you can personally follow me on Instagram and Twitter at jwangii.
I always think it's JWang 2.
Yeah, jwang too, but you can't say that because then people plug it too.
That's true.
Okay. Well, thank you guys so much for listening, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye bye, yo.
Bye.